In my life, I've learnt that big decisions need a little structure. Let me illustrate. In 1997, I arrived in Australia with a backpack and surfboard and $1,000 to my name. In fact, I had to live in a backpackers hostel for the first 6 months, and I cleaned the hostel in exchange for free rent. I was so poor, right? Well, why did I choose Australia? So to understand that, we're going to go back in time another 3 months, where I was learning to surf in Jeffreys Bay in South Africa. Now, Jeffreys Bay is a place where professional surfer Mick Fanning fought off a shark, right? So it's a pretty interesting place, pretty lively. And in fact, for me, I fell in love with surfing, even though it was quite difficult for me because I didn't know at that point you could wear contact lenses in the surf without them falling out. So I would go out without my glasses on, could barely see anything. And I remember a particular time where I came back into the beach after a long surf, and a group of guys were all talking about the dolphins that had been in the waves with me. I'm like, well, how'd you go? What the hell was it? Was that cool? I hadn't even noticed them because I could barely make out the shapes of the waves in front of me. However, at this point, I'd run out of money a bit, right? So I'm like, where am I going next in the world? And what really helped me was to boil this big decision down to 2 clear criteria. Where am I going to go that I can continue to learn to surf and I can earn money because I've got none? And it came down to, is it Sydney? Is it California? And for me, coming to Sydney has been a great decision, and that little structure really helps. And through the last 28 years I've been here, I've made some big decisions, some life decisions about getting married, having kids, starting a business. I've always found that a little structure helps these big decisions. So for you, if you're making a big decision in your life, see if you can really cut out some of the noise and get it down to 2 or maybe 3 criteria that can help you navigate, because there's only a few things that really matter at the end of the day when you're making a big decision.